Welcome. I am your presenter, Doug Bilderback, one of the consultants here at Equation. All right, let's take a look at the activity statistic. Now, this is, there's an analog both in payables and receivables here. So if we look at our customers, I'll just pick the first one here. If we look here on our activity, we can see that the highest balance this year, wait a minute, that's got a date of 2020. That's because this procedure in the sample data hasn't been run for quite some time. Um, and so this is not an automatic calculation over here. It's dependent upon a particular procedure, which will demonstrate to move the values from this bucket to this bucket. So from the current year to last year. And so we'll do that here. There's also the days to pay, which some people want to reset. And I'll show you where that checkbox is. I tend not to change the average days to pay, because I like to see that not based on the current year, but on the lifetime of the customer. So it is an option to do it on a year by year basis. I'll show you where that checkbox is. I tend not to do that, but I do like to update this. All right, let's go take a look at where that is. And that is here in the periodic process and the year end function. Now, before we run this, we got to do a couple things. First of all, make sure everything is posted. This particular function, and it's true if you do it in AP as well as AR, does want to have all the batches posted. So I'm just going to come here through AR and I'm going to look at my invoice batch list. I've got everything posted because I can tell that I've got that unchecked. So, and I see no batches here, everything is posted. Check this again on receipt entry. We're great. Adjustment entry. I'm good. I've got everything posted. And finally, my refund batch. Yep, I've got everything posted. So I'm good there. Now, the other thing I know I need to do in order to run this is make sure I've printed all my posting journals. This doesn't mean I need to print them to paper. I can just print them to PDF if I've not done so already. And so I come in here to my transaction reports, posting journals. I've got invoice printed, and I'm going to hit print. And it should give me actually a blank report because I believe I've printed all these in the past. Yep, I've got 0 transactions printed, so I know I've printed them all in the past. And I'm going to do this quickly for AR, for these other ones here in AR. All right, I'm all good there. And I actually know I'm good on the adjustments and the refunds, so I can go ahead and do that. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to check this activity statistics here. And if I've got recurring charges, I could change my recurring charges year to date down here. And if I wanted to clear that average days to pay counter, I could check this box here. I'm just going to do this one here. I'm not a big fan of resetting my batch numbers. That really should come with also clearing history. So I'm going to hit the process on here. It's giving me a warning. Hey, there's billing cycles to process. I know I'm actually good, so I'm just going to set yes. And my process is complete. It's now moved all those values over. And so if I come here to my customers, look at my customer screen, pull them up, look at my activity, high balance this year is now 0, and it's moved that to the prior year. So relatively simple. There's got a few steps leading up to it, but one that's kind of nice to have, moves all of these from the current year to the prior year. And in AP, in periodic processing, I have the same basic function here as well. I can check that everything's done, and then I can clear my recurring payable year-to-date statistics after I know that I've got all my reports processed, and I can hit that and no records. Oh, that's the recurring. I want the activity, so I can press that. Process is complete. It moved everything down. All right. I will wish everybody a good day. Thank you very much for attending. Bye for now.